been a long drive, but I finally made it to Joshua Tree National Park, and it's getting pretty dark, so I'm gonna try to set up my tent before I completely lose all light. It's really hard to do this with minimal light. This is what I get for coming here after sunset. I have to set this thing up in the dark now. That took way too long. And then Chow said, "Let there be light." Welcome to my humble abode. This is a new tent that I just set up, and it did take me a while setting this thing up. I should have read the instructions before coming here, and it was kind of a pain trying to figure out how to set this thing up in the dark with just flashlights and a headlamp. But everything's all set up now, and I'm good to go. I am camping again. I'm at the Black Rock Campground of Joshua Tree National Park, and you can probably hear around me, but there's a lot of people around me having bonfires, and it's almost 9, quarter to 9, so a lot of people are just having dinner right now and having the bonfire, and all the stars are out to play. It's really nice tonight. Alright, let me show you what I got with me inside this tent right now and how I'm gonna prepare and sleep tonight. First of all, got this pillow. It's a pretty light pillow. I got this a long time ago, and it's a good pillow for backpacking because of how lightweight it is. It makes it a little more comfortable instead of having to sleep on rocks. Ta-da! Next is my not so light sleeping bag. I don't even know where I got this sleeping bag. I think I just bought it in some store. But I'm not backpacking, so it's light enough that I could just bring it for car camping. And finally, I have here a sleeping pad because the ground here is quite hard and it's full of rocks and gravel. It's pretty uncomfortable, and I have a difficult time falling asleep laying just on the ground, so yeah, I need this bougie sleeping pad. This thing is self-inflating, so all you gotta do is pull this out. It's mostly self-inflating, but you still gotta do some work. Ta-da! It's all inflated now. Good to go. I just realized my sleeping bag is red as well. Red and red. Or just orange. Can't really tell. But I'll be comfy tonight. It's pretty windy and chilly outside right now, so I decided to go back in the tent and hide where it's a little bit warmer. So I can't get anything hot, so the only thing I can really eat that I have on me is this granola, classic granola and water. Just add water and it rehydrates this package. Not too bad. It's getting kind of late. Curfew is coming up soon, and I'm planning to wake up pretty early tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. in fact. I'm not a morning person, so we'll see how it goes and if I could even get up. It's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Beggars can't be choosers. Not bad. I'm definitely eating a better breakfast tomorrow morning. After a while, it actually tastes pretty good. 4:30 a.m. I definitely did not sleep enough last night. We'll see how the day goes. The land is still calm and asleep as I waited for the sun to rise. My early morning drive across the desert rewarded me with a prime spot to watch the first rays of light emerge over the mountaintops. It's cold out here and I'm sleep deprived, but that sunrise is too gorgeous to miss. I'm normally not a morning person, but I'm glad I was able to wake up in time for this. It's pretty spectacular. I'm on a personal journey today. A journey to rediscover an oasis that I left behind in the desert a long time ago. It's been years since I've last seen it, and I'm looking forward to finding my haven again. The journey can be just as pleasing as the destination. My trek across Joshua Tree National Park will take me across scenic trails, remote secrets, and high mountains. The adventure starts near the location where two deserts collide, at the Cholla Cactus Garden. I've never seen such a dense collection of chollas before. They're called teddy bear chollas. Do you know why? Because once they hug you, they'll never let go. Just look at all these sharp spines on them. The Cholla Cactus Garden is a short loop that takes you across a dense collection of teddy bear chollas. The place is particularly gorgeous during the golden hours of sunrise or sunset. After waiting a long time, the sun finally broke through the top of the mountains and spread its rays across the land, dispersing the lingering shadows and transforming the garden into a field of gold. This made my sleep deprivation and early morning drive worthwhile. Whatever exhaustion I was feeling went away as the sun warmed my body. Oh man, the sunrise is gorgeous. As soon as the sun went above the mountain, all these chollas just lit up. It's pretty fantastic here. Is this the oasis I've been searching for? I say it's a pretty strong contender. As the name suggests, the trail is populated with an array of cacti, particularly the teddy bear cholla, recognized by its dense yellow spines. Not only are the cacti covered with numerous spines, but the spines themselves have small barbs on the ends that make pulling them out clothes and skin very painful. These cacti are nicknamed jumping chollas for a reason. Teddy bear chollas reproduce through fallen stem joints, so it's possible that the entire garden here sprung up from just one organism. Well, that was fun, but it's time for me to move on to the next location and also get ready and have breakfast. If it looks like I just pulled up on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, then yes, I did. But this place is a good place to stop for me to set up and eat breakfast, and it's also close to the location of the second place I'm going to. Let's get started. Let's do a quick breakfast of eggs and coffee, and then I could be on my way. Got actual gas this time. gas. Oh, you can hear it, right? And I can smell it. Ignition. Okay, that was a lot faster than I thought. Awesome. I'm in business. Let's get some eggs in. I think 3 should suffice. It's nothing quite like sitting on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere and cooking breakfast. There's no one around me right now. This is my little piece of paradise right here. It's a really nice day today. The next location I'm going to, it's right behind me. It's all the way up on the mountain. It's called the Silver Bell Mine, and it was a mine that they used to mine for gold back in the day. It's all shut down and dilapidated now, and I'm gonna go there and explore it. No one's here now, so I'm expecting to have the whole mine to myself. So as you can see here, there's no real path going to the mine. It's all dirt, gravel, and sand here. The only path starts at the base of the mountain going up towards the mine. It shouldn't be that far. I can see it from here, so it shouldn't be that long of a hike for me. Awesome, eggs are done. This one kind of exploded. The only thing that's missing is some salt and pepper or some kind of sauce. Oh wow, still really good. I love eggs for breakfast. I can eat this every single day. Look at that. You know what I'll do? I think I'll just have the eggs for now and save the coffee for later. Maybe when I need to do that long drive back. Part of the reason why I had such a hard time falling asleep last night was because it was so cold. It got to be low 40s, but now that the sun's up, it's suddenly really warm. That's desert life for you, extreme hot and cold. So you gotta be prepared and have clothes for both occasions.
You're not gonna find this place promoted on any official map. Even the park rangers I've spoken to didn't seem aware of its existence. The only indications here are a pullout on the side of the road and a plaque telling you to look up into the mountains.
Alright, let's go. Let's go explore that mine. The silence here is pretty deafening. If you were just to stop and listen for a little bit, there's not a single sound that you could hear. There's really no clearly marked trail here. So what I'm doing is I'm just following these footprints that I see on the ground, and it's taking me towards the mine.
Only rugged terrain and an old vehicle road on the side of the mountain takes you up. In stark contrast to many of the popular trails in Joshua Tree, the trek here is very quiet and deserted of people. In its heyday, prospectors used this road to get to the mine. Now it's just a remnant of the past.
Now I know why Silver Bell Mine is so secluded. It's not clearly marked, kind of out of the way, and this last segment is all uphill. But I'm pretty close to the top now. I should be there soon.
The abandoned Silver Bell mine is located a short distance northwest of the Cholla Cactus Garden. The mine processed gold, lead, and copper, and operated into the 1950s before it was left to rot in the elements. Although it's one of many mines that were built in Joshua Tree National Park, it remained standing throughout the decades under an arid desert climate. Standing in solitude and enduring the overwhelming silence, I felt a strange sadness and nostalgia for an age gone by.
There's a very musty smell here. It's the smell of decomposing wood left just rotting in the hot desert sun.
It wasn't too long ago that the noises of mining operations and human activity surrounded the hills here. Now there is only rot and silence.
I'm pretty high up right now. I could see my car all the way out in the distance. It's that tiny white dot on the side of the road. Gotta be careful where I'm stepping. There's a lot of rusty nails here. And also this rusty ladder. Ugh. What if I can still climb it? So I suppose I better not touch it directly on my skin. Who knows what's been on it. No, I'm not gonna risk it. It's too loose. And I'm here by myself, so I don't want a broken ankle or worse and be stuck up here. Check out all these different colored rocks, especially the one right in the middle, the turquoise one.
Contrary to its name, the Silver Bell mine made most of its money through copper, as seen in this turquoise copper ore. Remnants of these ores remain in the area, although it's illegal to take them, so I advise leaving them as they are.
Overall, the trip up here was definitely worth it. Even though the last part was uphill and it was quite a climb, it wasn't too bad. And seeing the mine and all these minerals made the trip worth it. It's quite the pleasant surprise, and it's kind of hidden out of the way, so not many people know about it and go to it. So check it out if you have the time. It's a little oasis hidden in the desert. But is it the oasis I'm looking for? Probably not. I'm still searching for my oasis. So it's on to the next location and the next search for the oasis. Flight.
A short trek up from the Tipples led me to an overlook on the eastern portion of the Hexi Mountains.
Oh wow. There's another pleasant surprise up here. A fantastic view of the desert valley below.
From this high up, it seems like the desert and mountain ranges go on endlessly.
Seems like I could take the trail on either side of me, and it's gonna lead me higher. But unfortunately, I don't think I have time for that. Time is of the essence, and we have other places that we need to see. Alright, I made it back to the car. I was gonna make myself some coffee, but it's barely 10 right now, and the weather is ridiculously warmer that I don't feel like hot coffee right now. But I do need something with caffeine in it, so I got the next best thing, which is a ice cold Coke Zero. I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh my god, that's satisfying. It's nice being in a little bit of shade and just having a cold drink by the side of the road. I'm gonna continue my search for the desert oasis, and I think this time for the next destination I'm gonna go to an actual oasis. Now this is the life right here. A cold drink, clear blue skies, and miles upon miles of open roads with no other cars around me. The interesting thing about Joshua Tree is it encompasses two deserts. The Colorado Desert, the region we were just in, and the Mojave Desert, which I'm driving back to now, and the next trailhead will be at the Mojave. As we transition from the Colorado Desert to the Mojave Desert, we see the symbol of what the Mojave Desert is known for, and also the namesake of this park, Joshua trees. So they were named after a group of Mormon settlers. When they crossed the Mojave and they saw these trees, they thought it looked like Joshua with arms outstretched, welcoming them to the promised land.
The 49 Palms Oasis is located in the northernmost edge of Joshua Tree. This secluded oasis is outside of the park's pay gate, so hiking here is free. The hike itself is a short, out and back 3-miler with some moderate elevation gain. People accustomed to the landscape of Joshua Tree might be more familiar with the scenery here, with its large boulders and rugged desert terrain. In the summers, the temperature can easily reach triple digits, and signs indicated that people have died here, so bring plenty of water.
Found a little bit of shade here. This trail is pretty much completely exposed, and it's getting close to midday. The thing that surprises me the most about this trail is, even though it's burning hot right now, there's so much life that I see on it.
All around me, I observed how life not only grew, but thrived in this harsh desert environment. As creatures of the desert, you have to adapt to your surroundings and make do with the limited resources available in order to survive. When I was a kid, I learned that the desert is a harsh place full of death. Now, all I see is beauty.
This climb up has been pretty rough so far because of all these stairs, but the view up here, also worth it.
As I climbed, I was graced with sweeping panoramic views. I was in no rush to get to my destination and spent some time marveling at the Mojave Desert below.
So this oasis that I'm going to, these 49 palms, they were planted by the miners, and I really hope that it's cracked up to be, because I'm feeling really warm now. And I'm looking forward to seeing an actual oasis and feeling the cold water. It's right in front of me. It's perched on top of the bottom rock. Yeah. It's just staring at us.
Yeah.
Oh, am I glad to see that oasis. I'm really hoping there's cool water. Well, at least some water. It probably won't be cool. I'm getting closer.
This out-of-place oasis is not some desert mirage, but a collection of palm trees sustained by a hidden spring, giving weary travelers respite from the desert heat. It must look quite bizarre if you weren't expecting it. Palm trees standing tall against the surrounding vegetation and swaying in the wind. A rebellious defiance to their inhospitable desert home. After being in the sun for so long, it felt nice to sit in the shade, feel the cool breeze, and listen to the birds sing.
This place definitely fits the definition of a desert oasis. It's lush, green, and a place of refuge from the hot desert heat. But I don't know, something about it is, there's something missing still. This is the right place for a certain person, but it's still not the right place for me. So my search continues, onward to next location. too bad about the water. It's all stagnant. I'm on my way back to my car, and I'm finally at the highest point of the hike again. I forgot how much downhill there was to get to the valley where the Oasis and the palm trees were. Now, I should quicken my pace to the car. Success. Coming back was a lot harder than I thought it would be, because I forgot about that middle segment where it went uphill and the sun was beating down on me the whole way. I think now is the hottest time of the day. Anyway, it's time to move onward. So all the places I've been to today were completely new for me. I've never been to any of them before, but this last place I'm going to is special for me. I've been there once a long time ago, and it's located at the center of Joshua Tree. When you get to the top, you'll see a good vantage of pretty much the whole park. It'll be a blast once I get there. I had to quickly make a stop at the visitor center for one thing. Gotta collect these national park coins. They're important for me.
When driving around Joshua Tree, be sure to take some time and stop at some of the numerous pullouts on the side of the road. There's usually a sign nearby telling you there's a point of interest or unique geological feature. Not only is hiking popular here, but there is a large community of rock climbers as well. The boulders around the park provide for some challenging climbs. It's not uncommon to look at the side of any large rock and see people scaling them.
Here you can see an entire field full of just Joshua trees all around you.
Joshua trees come in many shapes and sizes. Try to find the tallest one you can, or the weirdest one. Even though they seem tough on the exterior, the root system is fragile and can be easily damaged, leading to the tree's death and collapse.
Here you can see the root system of a fallen Joshua tree. So if you look here, you notice how thin and twig-like the roots are. That's why you're not allowed to put hammocks on Joshua trees. So take good care of them. Make sure they don't fall down.
Saving the best for last, Ryan Mountain is an epic hike that takes you up a tall mountain. Standing 5,457 feet high, to reach the summit, I had to gain over 1,000 feet of elevation.
We meet again, my arch nemesis. Stairs.
Although this out and back trip is only 3 miles, the numerous stairs and rapid elevation gain make the hike seem much longer than it is. Ryan Mountain is in the center of the park, its heart if you will, and appropriately, it's where I'll find my desert oasis. The hike is best at sunrise or sunset, but I've always been one to enjoy the setting sun on top of a tall mountain.
Boy, this place brings back memories. It's been almost a decade since I've last been here, but I still remember this trail. I still remember the details about this trail. I especially remember these stairs. Just look at all these boulders dotting the landscape. Each tiny speck that you see at the top of a boulder is possibly a person standing on top. This is the mecca of rock climbing and bouldering.
The rapid elevation gain quickly made everything below look minuscule. Like the 49 Palms Oasis Trail, Ryan Mountain Trail is completely exposed and should be avoided in the afternoon during the summer months. Parts of the trail are very narrow, with sharp drop-offs at the cliff's edge.
If you have a fear of heights, don't look down.
Thankfully, the path is well maintained and clearly marked. The views made the climb more bearable, and the cool winds helped ease my exhaustion. The heat of the afternoon slowly faded as the sun descended in the horizon. I would have preferred the trail being more organic instead of these numerous quote-unquote natural steps.
These stairs are relentless.
At least I got a good workout in thanks to nature's own Stairmaster.
I remember something else about this trail. This trail goes on a lot further than you think it does. Just when you think it's about to end, nope, there's another peak behind that peak.
Fortunately, this last portion is short, taking me along the ridge to the top of Ryan Mountain. Even though it's been years since I've last seen the summit, there's a sense of familiarity and nostalgic homecoming.
Yes, this is the spot. This is my Oasis. Hasn't changed. Let me explain why I said this place is my Oasis. See this picture? This picture is of me and my friends taken back in 2010 when we were at Joshua Tree and we hiked this same trail, Ryan Mountain. And you may recognize that ninja right there, that's Tan. And what's so significant and special about this trip for me was it was our first camping trip together, and I think also our first really long road trip together. It was an exhausting drive back and forth, but it was definitely worth it. It kind of awakened my love for camping, hiking, and exploration. So my challenge to everyone else is to find that special spot, your oasis. It doesn't have to be here, it could be anywhere, and go make a memory or make multiple memories that will last a lifetime.
One last thing to do before I leave, climb that dangerous looking pile of rocks in the center that everyone loves taking a picture of while standing on top. Getting to the top of Ryan Mountain, I am rewarded with a 360-degree view of Joshua Tree National Park. I saw the high Mojave and low Colorado deserts as the sun lowered over the horizon. The well-known jumbo rocks and forests of Joshua trees dotted the lands below.
Mission accomplished. Now for the fun part, trying to get down before the sun sets and the cold wind moves in. At least going down is a lot easier. Better watch my step. I take back what I said about going down being a lot easier than going uphill. Well, going up is harder physically, but going down is harder technically. Any slight misstep and I could trip and fall. Am I glad to be back? My feet are killing me. Unfortunately, I have flippy floppies that are wet from the cooler. Great. I'll still wear them. Alright, it'll take me a little bit of time to drive back. I think it's about another 40 minutes to get back to my campground. And I just realized I left my tent and all my sleeping stuff inside the tent unattended for the whole day pretty much. since 4 this morning. I hope it's still there. No one stole anything. Although hikers are some of the nicer people. You go on a nice hiking trail like this, come on, don't steal stuff. Okay. Positive sign. Tent still here. Everything seems to be here. Awesome. Yep, everything's still there. Okay, I'm gonna change real quick into warmer clothes because it's getting pretty chilly outside already as soon as the sun went down. And then I'm gonna start up the fire.
It's been a long day of hiking and discovery. Everyone that comes to Joshua Tree has their own personal journey and stories to tell. I came here searching for an oasis and found solace and beauty everywhere I went. As I said, it's not about the destination, but the thrill of the journey. Memories, old and new, form a lasting bond with the land. With fire crackling, coffee brewing, and millions of stars twinkling in the clear night sky, this trek comes to a close.